Not sure if this is going to turn into an adventure or not, but I'll tell you what, when you start actually driving the Coquihalla in the wintertime, anything can turn out to be an adventure. So I'm just going to roll the video here just in case, and I'll show you a few of the things that I take with me. And normally this is just like a really quick, you know, 2 hour 15-minute drive from here to where we're going in the Chilliwack area. But today we're dealing with a little bit of snow. There's accidents. I know that there's cars flipped over. I don't even have to go down there. I know that we're going to see that. And today I'm hoping that we're not going to be one of those cars flipped over. We're going to try real hard. And but we're going to go prepared, right? As you look outside right now, like it's sunny, right? It's sunny and it looks perfect out there. But on the journey over the mountain passes, things are just a little bit different. So stay tuned and let's see what happens. I like to keep a couple of or at least one radio with me. The truckers are the best source of information out there on the road. Sometimes you can't rely on the road reports and all that kind of stuff, so that's what it is. This particular highway that we're taking is there's been a TV show about it called Highway Through Hell, and we might experience some of that today, so we're gonna see. Always travel with full fuel tanks, but I like to bring a little bit more just in case. That one jug is going to give me an extra quarter tank, so that can make a big difference. If not for me, it could be for somebody else, right? Sometimes you'll find yourself idling in traffic a lot longer than you anticipated. Some of the behind the scenes stuff, my wife is making sure that we got plenty of snacks and water and tea and all that kind of stuff. She takes care more of the practical basic necessities, and I'm looking after the logistical stuff. You know, fuel, radio, contact, make sure the truck's in good working order. We're running good winter studded tires here today. We've got toilet paper. You never know what you're going to need out there, right? And that's just that's what we do when we have appointments to make in a little bit bigger cities where we're going, and we just we have to make these trips once in a while. And if the roads are open, regardless of what they look like, we've got to make it through there too. Got to always make sure you got, you know, warm clothes, right? You got I don't drive with my boots on. I drive with whatever I'm wearing that day, but make sure that you bring winter footwear. You got jackets and blankets and all that kind of stuff, right? Because it can all just help you out. So one of the things that you want to do is make sure that your vehicle is prepared for the drive, right? Make sure your tire pressures are set, like they're all good. You can have drastic changes in temperature in the mountains as you're driving up. With the elevation change comes colder temperatures. You can see it on your dash as you continue to drive. In my particular instance here, I'm using good studded tires, which I change over for the winter time here. Make sure that your fluids are all topped up. You know, you check your oil. Make sure your washer fluid is topped up as well, and make sure that you're not running your summer washer fluid in there as well. So some of the fluids that you can get, they're only rated down to like 0 degrees Celsius, which is freezing temperature, right? So you want to make sure that that's good for you underneath there. The engine itself will help keep some of that warm, but you want to make sure that you've got some antifreeze that's good to -40, -50 degrees Celsius, so you don't have to have that in the back of your head worrying about it. Out of the snow, and then we're right back into the no snow at all. Been a few kilometers. So we got to our midway point here, and we passed a sign that actually stated that the highway that we want is closed, so we're going to take the alternate way around. It's a lower elevation road. It's going to be more jam-packed with traffic because now there's it's the only route open, right? So you got truck traffic for that, and so you just got to expect that the time is going to be longer. So even though we've only driven for about 45 minutes from the house here, I'm going to take the opportunity to fuel up my truck when I can, because fuel can be an issue if you're stuck somewhere, right? You could be stuck on the side of the road waiting for help to come. You could be just stuck in traffic if there's an accident in front of you and you have time to kill, right? So I always try to keep my tanks full, mostly for there's a couple good reasons to do that, actually, for on a pickup truck anyways, to keep weight on the back axles, and that'll just help with traction. One of the things that I'll point out is my sandbags here. So one of the things that I do is I put a couple sandbags in the back of my pickup truck, and that's just to add a little bit of traction, a little bit of extra weight. Now the ideal place to put sandbags is right over the rear axle here for the best amount of traction. I use my space here all winter for putting ice fishing equipment and all that stuff, so I put them in the forward part of the cab, and the reason I don't put them back here is because I don't want to take weight off the front axle. So believe it or not, you know, you load your pickup truck up and you put weight behind your axle, you're actually lifting up or taking weight off the front. That's kind of an exaggeration, but it is actually a lever here off of your rear axle. So I put them on the forward end to keep the traction at a maximum. So here we are, day 2, and we are going to try and make it on the original route that we wanted to go up. Again, it's a shorter route for us. Yes, it's higher up in the mountains, and likelihood of getting stuck behind people or accidents and all that is more likely, but it's just a better route to go for me. And we're gonna try to get up the Coquihalla today. Let's see how we make out. This is a hill called the Smasher, and the Smasher is it's quite a high percent grade. I think it's an 8% grade, and it's not the longest hill, but it is fairly long. Just off the top of my head, it's got to be around 8 to 10 kilometers long or so. And as you can see here, this truck here is struggling to get up the hill. He's got his chains on, and he's got the dump on his dump truck set up over his rear axles to get more weight distributed over top of the back axles, because he's pulling a trailer, and he can't get up the hill just because he's not heavy enough on those rear axles. So these are the types of challenges that you can have up this road for sure. And as we descend, come down into a space here. This particular spot is Merritt, and it's kind of funny. Sometimes it can be absolutely opposite. It can be super snowy here, but today there's actually no snow, and that's how mountain driving works. We go up in the hills. Actually, Merritt is in a little bit of a crevice, so you have to go up on both sides to get out there on the main Coquihalla highway, and you end up on snow on both sides of the hill. This is a perfect example of why I prefer to run studded tires. The metal actually digs into the ice as we're heading up hills and descending down hills and whatnot, and just actually gives me a more firm feel on the ice as you're driving. So that's going to be it for this video here. If you've never witnessed actual mountain driving and why you need to be prepared, this is definitely a little bit of an insight. We didn't have any weights. It actually went pretty smooth for us, and you can see that the benefit of being prepared and just having everything with you just in case. Hopefully you never need it, but hey, it's there if you need it.